Hey everybody, Teresa here of Larkin Design. Welcome back to my channel. Happy December to you. And so today I wanted to share with you a most bittersweet video. And I hope that you'll follow through the video and have a listen at what's going on. And so let me dive right in. And so you guys know that some changes have been coming and that they've been happening sort of behind the scenes, all good changes, and really some things that I'm very excited about. And changes always mean, well, what's coming next. And so first off, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everyone who has followed, who has watched my videos, everyone who has liked, left a comment, shared, talked about my channel, everyone who has talked about my projects, and you've shared with your friends and have supported me and have been friends to me for 5 years on this platform, on the YouTube platform. And I just want to say that out of participating here in this community, I have learned so much about our industry, about you guys. I've made so many wonderful friends. I consider all of you my friends, and that has been invaluable to me. What has happened in the course of these 5 years is a lot of healing and a lot of learning and a lot of personal growth for me, which is really incredible. And you guys have had a front row seat to that, even though a lot of the hard work has been going on behind the scenes. You guys have watched week by week as I have discovered and processed and recovered from some pretty traumatic and difficult childhood circumstances. And thank you for being a creative community that supports survivors even without knowing it. And I've talked a little bit here and there. I've shared some pieces of that journey of how I have worked on my own personal healing from childhood sexual assault, and then in my first marriage, domestic violence. And I'm doing so well now, and I'm really proud of the personal growth, and I'm really proud to be able to share that with you and to be able to share more of that with you. And it's been so wonderful. Every time that I talk about being a survivor on my social media, you guys respond. You respond by telling me, you know, I feel pieces of what you're saying, and that makes sense to me, and I have similar experiences. You message me and you share with me your own stories, and we grow and we heal together on this journey. And what has repeatedly over and over and over become very clear to me is that as we share these pieces of ourselves, we light the path for each other. And so what you may not know about me is that when I began sharing my creative projects online 5 years ago, I had just left seminary. I was in seminary and felt a need to minister to women in some way and minister to survivors in some way. And I didn't really know what that was going to look like. What I found eventually and have been working on is healing myself, showing myself the compassionate response that I needed, surrounding myself with a medical team and a supportive husband who have also helped in that journey for me. And once the significant healing begins to take place, then you're able to turn around and reach a hand to other survivors and help them through that as well. And that has more and more and more has come to the surface for me and has become what I feel compelled to do. And what that means is creating a creative space online for survivors that is safe. And there have been several times throughout my experience of being a YouTube creator where YouTube has not been safe. And it's, in part, it's just because of the public nature of it. And I want to cultivate an environment for survivors that's a bit more private and a bit more safe, quite a bit more safe, and more able to be compassionate in that response as we light the path for others. And so that brings me to my announcement for 2020. My announcement for 2020 is that I will be launching a creative journaling project called Light the Path. And I've already been sharing a little bit about this project as I'm developing it. I am also collaborating with other very important names in our community, designers that will be creating and already are working on specific custom scrapbooking products for survivors in this workshop that is specifically for survivors who want to incorporate their creative talents and their creative passion into their healing process. And so in order to work on that project and focus on that project alone, it means some changes across the board. And so what's going to happen is I'm no longer going to be sharing videos on the YouTube platform. I make that decision very, very discerningly after a lot of decision making and contemplating and trying to figure out the best course of action and how I can best serve the community that I am seeking to serve, which is the survivor community. And the survivor community is here on YouTube. But again, all about creating a safe and more private community for those of us who are working on our healing path together, means that I don't have the time to devote to the YouTube channel. I still want to be able to share my creative projects. I still want to be able to connect with you as a follower, as a friend, as a fellow creative. I will still be blogging and I will still be creating process videos. They will be shared on my Vimeo account from here forward instead of being shared here. I'm not going to take any of my content down from YouTube at this point because I have a blog post for almost every YouTube video that is on my channel, all 500 videos. Most of them have a blog post associated with them. And the blog and my website are a little piece of the internet that I have cultured and watered and grown over these last 5 years. And that's really where my heart is. And that's where I want to stay. That's where I want to focus. My blog, for the first time this year, hit 1 million page views, which is amazing. And that's an amazing amount of growth. You guys are visiting me there and coming to check out my projects and connect with me. And that is where I really need to focus my time. So here are the ways that you can continue to follow me and follow my creative journey. You can also follow along with the workshop journey and light the path and the advocacy work that I am doing. Let me share with you the ways that you can do that. First and foremost, follow larkindesigntm.com at my blog. Here is the website, and here are two different ways that you can follow the blog. One, you can receive an email notification every time that I create a new blog post. Every time I create a new blog post, I also more than likely create a video, a process video to go along with that. That notification will tell you when there's a new blog post. And if there's a new video, it will tell you that. It will appear in your email box as soon as I hit publish on a blog post. So you will know that there is a process video available. You can also sign up for the newsletter at the bottom of the blog. And I just send occasional emails through that newsletter, just making important announcements. If I'm running sales on the Larkin Design classes, on In My Pocket classes, letting you know updates to the website, just different things that are going on there that will allow you to stay in touch with me through the blog. Of course, you can bookmark larkindesigntm.com, and it will be in your web browser every time you log on. And so that is how you can follow the Larkin Design blog. Of course, you can still follow me on Instagram. Hit that follow button there as well. I will be sharing more creative projects throughout next year on my Larkin Design TM Instagram account. You can follow the Larkin Design Facebook group or like the Larkin Design Facebook group there. You will also receive notifications there when new updates to projects are being published. And you can follow me personally on Facebook as well at Teresa with an H Moxley. And then if you want to follow along with Light the Path, this is the website for light-the-path.com. And so you can receive an email newsletter for that project as well. There will be periodic affirmations, notifications of what's going on with the project. Occasionally I will blog about Light the Path on larkindesigntm.com, so you can follow along at Larkin Design as well. The Light the Path is specifically for that project and for survivors. And so I encourage you to follow along with us there. Light the Path also has a Facebook page. I invite you to like that page and follow along on Instagram as well. I'll be sharing, again, project highlights, affirmations, just a place to gather as survivors that I hope will help you to feel connected to a community and will help you feel empowered along your journey to healing. And so I say goodbye here on YouTube, but it isn't goodbye. I have learned so much here and have made so many wonderful friends. And if you had told me 5 years ago that this is how this would end, I would celebrate. And so I want you to celebrate with me. Celebrate with me that this is my calling and this is what I need to do. And as bittersweet as it is, that it's really wonderful. This is something that I feel passionate about. Advocacy is in my heart and in my soul. And being able to turn around and reach out a hand to other survivors is one of the most empowering and beautiful things that I believe that we can do. You get to say that you have been a part of this as well, that you have lit my path, and that you have been a point of light along my path to healing and recovery and to leaning into what my calling is. And there is no way to truly and adequately say thank you for that. But it is a thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your compassionate response to me as a survivor and to other survivors that are in our community. We don't advertise that we're survivors, but we are here. And the response that comes from our community and that comes from our loved ones has a tremendous impact on our ability to recover and on our ability to survive. And one thing that I have learned above and beyond over the last 5 years is how much creativity bears an impact on that recovery as well. And I am committed to continuing to share that creativity, to continue to inspire, and to continue to be present as best I can. And so thank you for your support and your encouragement. Don't say goodbye, just say congratulations. Congratulations, and let's light our paths together. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.